why we want to talk about this episode, right, was because I saw a video. I think we all saw
We
this
all
video
did.
Got it.
about 50-50.
Ah,
Times are different now
yep.
compared to back then.
Yes.
You know, now if in Singapore context, if both of you are not working, it's really hard to support a family.
Exactly.
Someone with children. I have two kids. So
Yes.
to be a sole breadwinner, you can do it, but there has to be a lot of cuts.
Like Dan mentioned, we are living in it's already a new age type thing, right? So I cannot expect the guy to fully provide for me. Of course, to me, as a man, you should still come into a relationship or a marriage with a provider mindset. As a woman, I'm supposed to make my husband feel loved, right? And that he knows that I'm there to support him. Yeah, so I would definitely, as much as he needs me to support him, I will. But he needs to support me too.
And of course, going back to the trips, like going out and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you guys can always have an open discussion. My
Yeah.
question is, does it need to be a trip?
Mm.
Can the family day be at East Coast where your wife cooks and brings meals there and kids play by
Aw.
the sea? In that perspective, right? Women are naturally natural born givers. They will
Yeah.
want to help where they can, right?
Yes.
I'm sure, if you have an open conversation and
Yeah.
and not expect something but be honest and truthful with your partner. I'm very, very sure she will say, okay, where can I help?
Don't call it a comeback. Back, 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 back. My mama said knock you out.
The All Streets Podcast.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of
The Old Streets Podcast. It's a professional yapper.
Yapper edition.
Yep.
Tolong.
Why? Today's episode so exciting, is it?
Very.
See,
Very.
now become relaxed already.
Very
Very
exciting.
exciting episode. Very.
But I think why we want to talk about this episode, right, was because I saw a video. I think we all saw
We
this
all
video
We all did.
about 50-50.
Ah,
50-50.
50-50.
The only thing that I accept that is 50-50 is you get $100, you give me $50.
betul.
Correct?
Betul.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to responsibilities.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think the initial question was like, let's say if you guys are married, then how would you split the bills? That was the initial question, right?
Okay.
If I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
In a way like that.
Yeah. So
Household.
household.
Yeah.
Yes. How would you manage the household bills? So yeah, there's a lot of commotion.
Promotion,
Commotion,
All the
everything.
ocean.
Yes. I'm an ocean.
You are the ocean, darling. You are, right? So then, what is your thought on that? When they, some people are saying like, okay, it needs to be 50-50, right? Some people are saying that, oh no, it depends on who earns more.
Yes.
And then some people are like saying, oh, it is the man's responsibility to provide for the woman.
Yes.
So what are your thoughts on that? As someone who's married, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot it to the married man first. Okay,
Of
let's
course.
go. Okay. So what I think about that 50-50 situation is it usually depends on the household between husband and wife.
Okay.
Like times are different now
Yep.
compared to back then.
Yes.
Now if in Singapore context, if both of you are not working, it's really hard to support a family.
Exactly.
Someone with children. I have two kids. So
Yes.
to be a sole breadwinner, you can do it, but there has to be a lot of cuts.
Yep.
Compromises.
You have compromises. You need to have that. But if your family is in a situation where it's hard to compromise things, so both have to work. So regarding the 50-50 situation, right? I want to say I don't agree to it. It's not that, but to say I agree also is not what I feel.
Okay.
50-50 has to be situational.
Okay.
Like for
Circumstances
example,
basis lah.
for myself, I'm honest about this. Me and my wife, we split bills.
Yep.
Okay, because we have to. We don't earn that much. We
Yeah.
are not from the high income circle
Yeah.
of So I will usually handle most of like the necessities.
Yep.
Like food, grocery, Wi-Fi,
Yes.
internet, entertainment on TV for them. You know,
Yes.
and my wife will strictly handle just bills.
Okay.
So I will do all the other miscellaneous stuff like for my kids like
School and all.
school and all,
Yeah.
food, books,
Yeah.
their-
All their allowances.
all
lah.
their allowances.
Yes.
So my wife will handle the bills and insurance.
Okay.
So she handles insurance. This is a note for everyone or the younger ones. Do not skip on insurance. Very, very important.
Yes.
I have a
sir.
story for insurance. My daughter there was one point in time she was diagnosed with Krupp's disease.
Okay.
She was in the ICU for a week. Our bill hit
so sorry to hear
15K.
Ah.
We low income, 15K. Thank God I had insurance for her. We didn't have to pay anything, but we get
Alhamdulillah.
money in return.
Right.
Alhamdulillah.
See, importance of insurance. Must have insurance.
Yep. Yep.
So
correct.
yeah, for the 50-50 thing, like I said, situational. Depends on the family income and the family household, how it's run and how
Yeah.
it's compromised.
And this was also communicated between you guys as a couple as well, right?
Correct,
Yeah. So
correct.
it's a mutual understanding
Correct.
and agreement. Yeah, I think that's very important as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's my take as a married person.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yourself as a woman.
Yes.
What as a woman of
As a woman,
Beautiful woman.
Masya Allah.
all right, and your take on this as a woman, what are
Yeah.
your thoughts on it?
Like Dan mentioned, we are living in it's already a new age type thing, right? So I cannot expect the guy to fully provide for me. Of course, to me, as a man, you should still come into a relationship or a marriage with a provider mindset.
Yes.
As long as you have that mindset and I can see that you're working hard for it, then that makes me want to help out. You know, like I would discuss our own finances. Let's say if I earn more, you know, maybe we can come to a compromise. You know, like, but I don't know, because when the video, the guy said, whoever earn more, pay more. That one take me off.
You're right.
Yeah, because like, sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Like,
Yeah.
okay, because I know, like, according to our religion, a woman's money is a woman's money. Yeah, because what I've learned from my mom is no matter how much the woman may earn more, the woman will always put in like tiny things.
Correct.
Like my mom, like, okay, I want to send my kids to belajar agama. I will pay for it. I will do this, I will do that. We will still provide for the family in our own ways because we are financially able to.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
If you're able to.
Correct. I would prefer a 50-50 as well, but not say down to the line. Like maybe how Dan does, okay, you handle this and I handle this. Yeah, but we are all fair. Yeah, as long as, especially household lah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Important
Important household lah. Just because you put in money doesn't mean you don't do the house chores. Yeah, if you want to 50-50, okay lah, house chores 50-50. Yeah, just don't, I don't know. For me, it has to be communicated with lah.
Can I
Yes.
add on to that? Some
Yeah.
people are saying that 50-50 household chores, right? Now people have this mindset of saying that that's ladies' work.
You see?
Women's work, yeah.
You
So
see?
that is the issue right now.
Yes, you see?
If you talk about it's ladies' work, right? It's
Yeah.
men's work. If we follow directly down the line, right?
Yeah.
Men have to provide everything.
Exactly.
Can you handle everything?
Exactly.
Especially for the guy who said that who earns more pay more, right?
Yes.
Can you use less
Yes.
if the person is paying more?
Exactly.
Cannot, right?
Yeah.
Open.
So if you paying less, then you do more house chores. You okay not okay? Boom.
Think about
Yeah. So for me personally, like as a man, just come in with a provider mindset lah.
Correct,
You
correct.
are supposed to provide for a woman
Right.
and give them that sense of security. You want to start a family. Show me what you got.
Correct.
You are a man. I'm not supposed to be wearing the pants in the family. You are.
But
Yeah.
would you agree once a female feels that the other half is purely a sole provider, provided everything, would you feel like, okay lah, maybe can help? You will have that mindset to suddenly, maybe if you need help, I can help.
No, me personally, I will help. Because it's our family. It's not his
love
family
it,
tau.
okay.
It's our family.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice,
so
nice.
I will have that conversation with my partner and say, sayang, like, sayang.
Oh, sayang, sure.
I'm ready.
I like
Steady.
Yes, like,
Stand by ready.
is there anything that you're struggling with? Like, can I help out? Because I myself am a working adult.
Yes.
Yeah, like I as a woman, I'm supposed to make my husband feel loved, right? And that he knows that I'm there to support him. Yeah, so I would definitely, as much as he needs me to support him, I will. But he needs to support me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good point. Good points.
It's a very interesting thing because I mean, I'm by no means a religious person, right? I'm still naughty as who I am. But I think if you really want to talk about religion, then the Quran itself says, right?
Yes.
Surah An-Nisa ayat 34, right? The
Yeah.
34th verse, which states that man is fully responsible for a woman's needs. Okay. And you know, providing financially for that woman, right? So that means in terms of shelter, their food and drink, their comfort, those are men's
Basic necessities.
basic
lah.
necessities is a
Yes.
man's duty. So to me, when somebody says, "Oh, who earns more pays more,"
Yeah.
I understand it from the conventional perspective, but at the same time, I then question: Are you not aware what your responsibilities are?
Yes.
You know, as a man, what your responsibilities are towards your spouse or your
Exactly.
partner. I
Exactly.
understand if it's, let's say, at the dating phase. You know, like I'm still dating you, or you're
Honeymoon
earning
period lah.
honeymoon period, right?
Yes.
Haven't gotten into marriage. Maybe the woman is earning more,
Yeah.
and you feel that, you know, I'm not earning as much.
Yeah.
I would love if you know, or at least I would hope that you can chip in a bit more.
Yeah.
I can understand that, but
Yeah.
if you wanna move it into marriage, sorry guys, the responsibility is on you.
It changes.
It changes totally 100%, right?
What
It is-
are your guys' point of view about going Dutch?
I don't agree
Oh,
with that.
I
For me personally, I don't
wait,
agree
but
with
this one
that.
is it marriage or dating?
Let's say dating.
Dating okay.
phase.
Dating
fine.
okay.
Okay. If
Dating is
married,
fine.
Dating very
No.
okay.
married no.
No, not for me.
For you?
Not for me.
Okay, again, it depends on my partner. Because at the end of the day also, I very sweet kan. Thank you tau. Masya Allah sesiapa with me later in the future. Alhamdulillah. Amin.
Amin.
No, I'm not selling myself. Anyway.
Okay.
I would
Ah.
go Dutch if he has a, like if we are completely transparent on our finances.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Completely transparent, and that means any debts that you owe, you need to tell me too. Yeah, because let's say if you want to go 50-50, but it's because you're paying off a debt, I want to know how long this debt is, why you got into debt. At least I know lah. Then I'll be like,
Yeah lah.
okay,
Yeah,
can.
I
you know?
think just to add on to what Fee is saying, right? I mean, I think most people already know I'm a financial services consultant,
Yes.
right? Before marriage, there should always be a very open communication, not just about how you feel about one another,
Yeah.
but on other aspects of life which will eventually impact the marriage.
Yes.
For example, one very, very big factor is finances.
Yes.
Right. You should never go. Personally, for me, I always tell people that I know of, you should never go into a marriage with a loan.
Yep.
And the reasoning is very, very straightforward and easy. If you go into a marriage with a loan, what happens is both of you are then going to be set back because of that loan.
Yep.
You understand what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So then that whole idea of, oh, you know, you earn more, so can you help with more? It's
Yeah.
not correct.
Correct.
It's just
exactly.
not correct.
Exactly.
My standpoint is very simple when it comes to 50-50. If you wear the pants in the family and you are the person who's going to be called a father,
Yep.
then your job is to ensure that you provide for the family financially in terms of all of their basic needs. Now, what do I mean by basic needs? Things like your shelter, food and drink, clothing, and health.
Yes.
Health needs, right?
Yes.
Those are basic needs. If let's say it's like a trip out, okay, maybe let's go JB and spend a
This
day
is a
there.
very, very, very touchy topic. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that kind of thing, it's not a necessity. If you say, hey, can we go 50-50 on this? I'm all good with that.
Yep.
I'm all good with that,
Yep.
right? I understand there will be people who rebut and say, oh, you know, but I'm not earning as much.
Yes.
Yeah, so I cannot do that. Then it's on you to take up more jobs or change your job or upgrade yourself so
Upgrade.
that you get better paid jobs.
Exactly.
There is a solution to every problem. If there is no solution, it's not a problem. That's how I look at things, right? If you feel like, hey, you know, I maybe say example, I'm earning 2008 and then as in take home 2008. After paying off everything, I barely have a few $100s in my pocket at the end of the month. I can't save that money. Then my advice to you or my word to you would be, go for a course. There's so many courses out there, okay, that you can take using your skills future, and whatever
yes,
not.
Correct.
Upgrade yourself so that you can bring home a $3,000 income or $4,000 income. It will require sacrifice. The problem here is
Sleep,
complacency. Nobody, or at least a lot of people, don't want to push themselves to go further
Yep.
and basically point fingers at everything else except themselves.
Yes.
Wow.
So going down that route and that line, like I said earlier, if you're wearing the pants and you want to be called a father, then do yourself that favor and do what you need to do. It's as simple as that. And of course, going back to the trips, like going out and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you guys can always have an open discussion. My
Yeah.
question is, does it need to be a trip?
Mm.
Can the family day be at East Coast where your wife cooks and brings meals there and kids play by
Aw.
the sea?
Yeah.
That can still be a form of family
That
day.
sounds so fun, huh?
actually.
Right?
I love it.
So I think we are so washed out by the idea of, oh, my friend went on a
We
holiday.
went travel.
Or I see on
everyone
social
traveling.
media, you know, there's this beautiful place that we can go in Pahang.
Yeah.
Yes, all of those are temptations. But do
Pahang,
you
eh?
need to, I mean, I'm just saying
Nice,
lah.
nice.
But do you need to submit to temptations?
Right.
Yes or no? It's a matter of perspective at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Correct.
If you say to me, oh, my perspective is I must every year go for one holiday trip, ask yourself this question, is there a need or a want?
Yeah.
If it's a
Correct,
need,
correct.
sure. But if it's a want, question yourself. Do you really need to have this one?
Need to balance it out. Needs
Yeah.
and wants. Which
Yeah.
one is more important?
So for that guy
Right.
who's saying who earns more pays more, I'm sorry bro, then you should start wearing a skirt Pandang Yeah. It's not correct. Again, if you feel that
Skirt on.
if you feel that what I'm saying is wrong, refer to Surah An-Nisa ayat 34.
Ha kan?
I have it over here.
See?
Yes.
Eh? So
Consider yourself schooled.
Don't pray.
I'm not trying to school people, but I think it's just to make
Just a
awareness.
reminder. Also.
Guys, it's our job. It's our job. Allah has bestowed upon us this responsibility. You want to earn the pahala for akhirat, then do lah. You want to 50-50, you... Never mind, don't let me start.
Masya Allah, sister.
Forget to wear my hijab.
yeah.
So you guys, that's my perspective lah. But I think going back to what Fee was saying, right? There are so many times when like families, right? They
Yeah.
like the wife earns more.
Yep,
Right.
yep.
And then the husband says, oh, because my wife earns more, I hope I can depend on her. It's not wrong to say that. I understand because, you know, oh, marriage, times have changed. Oh, by the way, wait, before I go there, times have changed. Quran hasn't. I'm just saying.
Love.
That needs another.
Yeah,
Remember.
times have changed, but Quran hasn't. Quran stays the same way
Yeah.
until the day the world ends.
Yes.
But anywho, as I was, what was I saying just now?
The woman earns more.
If the woman earns more and the woman wants to give to you, you should be appreciative. That's it. You cannot demand.
Yeah.
Sodaka is a sodaka.
Sedekah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
sadaqah.
Sedekah.
Okay, so yeah, I think it's a given. Like
Yeah.
if you tell me that, bro, aku dengar benda tu aku mengamuk.
Yeah.
Not mengamuk lah. I feel like, don't say this You're a
Yeah.
guy, man.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
very triggering.
And in the video, a lot of the ladies were saying like, yeah, they don't mind going 50-50.
It's true.
Because
It's true.
us as a I mean like I wanna, for me personally, I would go in. I already have like a sort of like a provider mindset as well for my own family, not just my husband. You know, like I'm not going in selfishly. I wouldn't say all women. I would say a lot of women that I've spoken to, like we are definitely willing to help our partners out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Just a call.
sure.
Financially, emotionally,
Of course,
everything,
of course.
gitulah.
Nightly.
Nightly, leave it to after marriage, guys.
But yeah, that's why I think you see, because women are naturally born givers.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
You
born the giver.
tau padahal.
They are naturally born givers,
Yeah,
right?
we are
They
lovers.
They are lovers. Lovers, yeah.
Love.
Back in Philippines, in Makati City, I was a lover.
You are lover, bird. You
Lover.
lover.
Goodbye,
I
my lover. Goodbye, my friend.
Continue the topic, guys.
So as I was saying,
Sorry.
like I was saying, right, in that perspective, right, women are naturally natural born givers. They will want
Yeah.
to help where they can, right?
Yes.
I'm sure, you know, if you have an open conversation
Yeah.
and not expect something, but be honest and truthful with your partner, I'm very, very sure she will say, okay, where can I help?
Yes.
Versus
Yes,
going
yes.
in with that mentality of,
You
yeah,
bayar ni
50-50 You
You
just
pay
pay
this
this one and you pay this one.
What matters also is how you approach when you want to talk about 50-50 situation.
Yes.
Your approach counts. Not,
Yes.
this is no money 50-50 lah.
Yeah,
No lah.
But-
Brother.
But on the flip side also, right, Fi,
Yeah.
then I also feel that there are some women out there who are extremely demanding and only use
yes.
the Quran verses according to.
Yes.
They nitpick a lot.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
I
Oh,
I
my
also feel
goodness.
that is not correct
That is
because
definitely.
you cannot just say to your spouse, yeah, but this is your responsibility. It's true. It's their responsibility. But God made you compassionate, right?
Yes.
Of
God gave you
course.
brain to think, right? If you see that your
Yes.
spouse is in such a difficult situation and you are
Help.
demanding,
Yeah.
that's not right lah.
There are cases like
Yeah.
totally
I-
burn out, drain out, spouses trying to like provide,
Yes.
to a situation where the provider gets sick, but still has to go out to do stuff.
Yeah.
It's sad to see.
I've
you
met
know.
I've met people that are like that. This gentleman, he works as a sorry, excuse me. He works as a security guard, and he does the 8 to 8 shift.
Oi,
Okay, so
timing.
once he finish his shift, he goes back home. He takes a shower, and then out he goes and does Grab, delivery, food delivery.
Alamak.
And then he does this delivery all the way until about 12, 1, 2 plus in the
Sleep
morning
a while.
to like so called get the value that he needs, right? And then he goes back home, sleep, and then next day continue with the
lah,
same job.
daily routine already lah.
Yeah, and this guy on the days that he's on off day, he they call it kayo lah, right? He kayos for the full entire day until he's
Full
tired.
day, yeah.
Tak kesian
Yeah.
ke?
I've met these people. Yeah.
And
If
you know
me
what's
as a wife, I feel so sad. I
Right.
say, can you take a break? Like, can you just take a break?
You know what's the crazy
Right.
thing in all of this?
What?
The wife is not working.
Aduh.
The wife actually said to the husband,
Boom, bro, boom.
yeah, exactly that, right?
My
The
God.
wife said to the husband, yeah, but this is your job, not mine. My job is to take care of the kids
Astaghfirullahalazim.
and the house. If you don't believe, you go and read the Quran. So same
Astaghfirullahalazim.
thing. In Surah An-Nisa also, the Quran says that a man has right over women to teach her what is
Yes,
correct and what is
correct.
not. So
Yeah.
yeah, I guess the bottom
Don't be
line of-
selective lah when you read the
Yes.
Quran.
Selective,
lah,
yeah.
Okay?
Don't be selective.
Don't be
correct.
selective surah.
Correct.
You choose.
Yeah.
Goes with you choose. Alamak, nang boti nang biti boti ko.
The sentence is Adam ate an apple and went to school. Don't just take Adam ate an apple.
Wow.
Betul.
Just say. You like to press eh?
It's perfect. I love it.
Yeah. So yeah lah, that's my. I mean, I talked a lot, but that's my thought on it. As someone who is not married, I have a lot to say. I don't know what is it going to be like when I'm married, but in any
Very
case,
good say. Very untung whoever marry you.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
say.
Yeah, but I
Kan?
think that's where we should really, given the current societal context, how things are like, how things
Yeah.
are very expensive. I feel that topic of finances should always be discussed.
Yep.
And I always tell my clients this: try to discuss your finances at least once a month.
Mm.
What are the sudden things that pop out of nowhere?
Yes,
Correct.
yes, yes,
This
yes.
one, remember, then both of you can assess that situation and think whether or not that is a necessity or something that you can let go for the time being.
And also try not to handle it alone if you can.
Correct.
Exactly.
Actually, finance.
Mind blown.
Yeah, unless you're a single person, finance stuff, right? You should always discuss with your partner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Before any commitment, buying a new product,
Betul.
or something like that. yeah.
Correct.
So the bottom line is, guys, have a conversation with your partner.
Correct.
Don't just assume that your partner is okay to go 50-50 or
correct.
whoever earns more,
Mm.
pay more.
Ni iPad aku ketuk kepala kau.
Serious.
Ketuk tau.
Yeah. So finances are really actually something that can make or break a relationship
Yeah.
and a marriage.
Yeah.
Yes.
So always have that conversation and always be appreciative and be understanding of one another.
Correct.
Is
Correct.
that
Mind
it?
if I add
Of
on
course,
something?
please do.
People say also, financial issues are usually the main cause of a divorce. So please
Exactly.
be very, very, very careful.
Statistically, right?
Statistically,
I saw
Yeah.
this. I cannot remember exactly when did I saw this, but many moons ago I saw it. The primary reasons of divorce is actually finance, and it is about 93% of
93%, guys. Wow!
93. It's a lot, yeah.
Crazy.
Finance, and then followed by cheating, which is about 5 to 6%.
Okay lah, little bit okay lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. Wow, what a nice topic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah,
huh?
this is a very hot
I
topic.
feel
that
so
we,
adult talking about this.
right. Me too, tau. Like
I feel so married.
yeah, I feel so ready to marry. Yeah.
So guys,
Huh?
be single lah. Remember ah.
One more time.
Alright, guys. So with
Yeah.
that, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you guys have any thoughts and want
Yeah.
to share
We love
your
to hear it.
feelings, please just send us a DM and comment down below.
Yep.
Of course, please be nice.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
the comment
actually,
section.
you know what? Comment down below and tell us 50-50 why for yes or 50-50 N for no.
Okay, let's
Okay?
do that.
Okay?
We'll
Alright,
see what
guys.
the percentage is.
Woohoo, so exciting.
All right, guys. See you guys on the next episode. Don't forget to follow us on our socials, right? Which is The Old Streets SG on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok.
TikTok.
See y'all next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Don't call it a comeback. Back, 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 back. Mama said knock you out.
The All Streets Podcast.